Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial where I will be showing you how you can recreate this simple flame logo. So it's really easy and let's see how that's done. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a new document. So for this video, I will be using this custom size document which is 1000 by 1000 pixels, and I will be renaming my logo to be flame logo. But if you like, you can go ahead and also choose these other document size documents. You can go ahead and choose these preloaded documents which are provided by Adobe Illustrator, or in case if you want to use the same document size that I am using, just type in 1000 by 1000 in the width and the height options and change the dimensions to pixels. Okay, so I'll only be using two tools in this video, namely the ellipse tool and the pen tool. So the first thing I'm going to do is that before I make my circle, I'll be changing the color first. So over here in this drop down menu, I'll be using this yellowish orange color, and I do not require the stroke for now, so I'll go ahead and remove that. So here in this tools right here, in this panel over here, I'll be choosing this ellipse tool. I'll just go ahead and click on Shift plus Alt to make a big circle like this. So once that's done, then I'll be using the pen tool and changing the fill to white for now. Wait. Yeah. So just make sure that your circle isn't selected, or otherwise it's going to turn white just like mine did. So you select the pen tool and make sure that the fill of the pen tool is going to be white. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to create one custom shape like this, and like that, and just close the shape like this. So once that's done, I'll select both of them, come over here to this Pathfinder panel, which is right behind the layers panel right here. This is the layers panel and the Pathfinder is right here. And in the shape mode, I will be choosing this option which says minus front. I'll go ahead and select that, and you can see that this type of a shape is now made. So I'll go back to my pen tool again and making sure that my fill is the same fill as that of my original shape like this. I'll go ahead and also make the upper flame as well. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You've seen how fire flames are. They are in random shapes, right? So once that's done, I'll go ahead and click on escape to get rid of the pen tool. And this, I'll select all our shapes like this. And in the Pathfinder panel here, I'll be selecting this first shape mode, which is the unite, to combine the shape into one single shape like this. So I'll select this again, and I'll be using this right in the shaper tool panel. I'll be using the smooth tool. So I just want to smooth out the edges a little, so that it becomes into a nice shape like that. Okay, so it looks pretty good, right? So to give it a more 3D effect, I'll be using the pen tool again, and this time I'll be changing the fill for now, and I'll be choosing a darker shade of an orange like this, and I'll just go ahead and make a shape like this what do I like to zoom in? Like this. And just close the shape like this. So I know it hasn't really come out to be perfect, but I'll just select this and just bring it down a little. And with the help of the direct selection tool, I'll be just adjusting this a little bit by clicking on these anchor points. And like this, click on this anchor point, get it over here. And go back to the pen tool, and I'll be using the anchor point tool as well. And just select on this path and bring it over there like that. Select, wait, I want to zoom in a little bit more. Yeah. I'll select this inner flame and just select this anchor point for now. I'll zoom in on this, and I would like to just get the anchor point to about here and select this shape, right click, arrange and bring to front like that. Okay, so it looks better now and it's starting to take some shape. And now for the other two shapes like these, right? So I'll be using the pen tool again, this one. And let's change the fill again to a dark orange shade and just make a kind of a flame type of shape like that. Zoom in on this, and I'm just going to edit this a little bit more. Probably just move the anchor points around like this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'll select this shape and just resize this a little bit to make a small version and rotate this a little and place one over here precisely. Select this, click on Alt and drag my shape again to make another copy. Rotate this, rotate it like this, and I'll bring this one over here like that. So I can now go ahead and see, yeah, I'll actually just place this one over here, rotate this, and yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is that I'll select this and I'll be adding a gradient to this shape. So in order to do that, I'll be clicking on this gradient tool, click on the linear one, and I'll be changing the colors here. So it's white to black, but let's change that color. So I'll double click on this white one and choose a light orange. And on the black one, I'll be choosing a darker shade of orange like that. We have to just change the light orange to a light shade of yellow like this and change the angle like that. Okay. Probably select this one as well. And I'll click on I on my keyboard, which is a shortcut key of the eyedropper tool. And select the gradient as well. And there you go. Our flame logo is now ready. So now we can go ahead and save this document. In order to do that, we'll be going to File, going to Save As. So by default, my file name is going to be the same name as my document name, which is the flame logo. I let the name be as it is, and I let the save as type be Adobe Illustrator, because just in case if I want to make any further changes, I can easily access my AI file, click on save, and okay. And now a document has been successfully been saved as an AI file. So I hope you found this video to be useful, and Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.